looking at the role of mothers in birthing the destinies of a new generation. I will believe that the children owns tomorrow. We owns today. Our mothers own today. Our fathers own today. We owns today. Then the children owns what? It means that whatsoever today is a product of who we are. And who we are today is a product of what our parents made us to be. I repeat, whatsoever today is a product of who we are. Because the days doesn't change. The same song you have seen in 1998, the same song you saw in 1901 is the same song that is still shining today. The days doesn't change. What changes the days is the activities that man does in that day. Are you getting what I'm saying? So what makes today civilized more than the days of our forefathers is because we are more civilized than what? So who we are is a product, is what makes today what today is. Then what tomorrow will be a product of what our children will be. So when you look at 10 children, you should be able, whether you have the gift of prophecy or not, you should be able to see what tomorrow will look like. So when I'm looking at tomorrow, you are looking at your children. Let's look at Proverbs chapter 10 verse 1. A wise son maketh a what? A father laughs. Okay? He said, but a foolish son is the heaviness, is the pain of who? Proverbs chapter 15 verse 20. A wise son maketh a what? A glad father. That means when a father looks at a wise son, he's what? He sees that his investments, the work waking up every day to do for mother and others was not in vain. Are you getting that right? His effort was not in vain. Trying to build a good house for the family was not in vain. Trying to pay their school fees was not in vain. Trying to ensure that they have a good life was not in vain. So his heart is glad when he saw the son. He said, but the foolish one is a what? Despised. Do you understand the word despise? Disregards. Thank you. Thank you. Please sit down. Thank you. So it disregards the mother from the beginning, then it becomes what? The heaviness of the mother. So the reason is a foolish one is because it disregarded the mother. That is to say, the wisdom that a child is able to carry, a child is able to bet in his life, is not as a result of just the contribution of the father. It is as a result of the mother's wisdom. Have you wondered that it was Solomon, the woman who was gotten out of lust, that became the king of Israel? People like Absalom, Adonijah, and all of them were there, who were elders to Solomon, but something happened. You check the capacity of David. David is a warrior. David is a king. David is a psalmist. David do not know family principles. He was not raised by the mother. In fact, at a tender age, he was already circumcised in the Bible now. And from age 12, he was already taking care of the father's sheep in the what? So he do not know anything concerning family. So he was unable to raise the other children. All his mind was war. How to get new land, how to get new king, how to rule the people. He forgot his family. Then the women who were supposed to take care of the children couldn't mentor them right. And God has had a covenant with David that kingship shall not leave your lineage. So if the kingship passed over to Absalom, he would have given to rebels. Are you getting what I am saying? It would have passed over to Adonijah. He would have given them to stubborn people, all kinds of people. Then, even though David was in lust, and David brought Bathsheba Somebody say mother. He said, I am mentored by mother. You check through the book of Proverbs. He said, my son, listen to the commandment of thy father and do not bind the laws of your mother around your waist. That is, mothers give law. They are the proof of a child's success. Whatsoever a child becomes tomorrow is a product of what the mother is. Verse 2. You know the story? Joseph died, and the generation of people that know Joseph was no more except chapter 1. And the children of Israel began to grow, and another favor arose and put them into slavery. And while they were in slavery, the man said, no, this is not going to remain one day. So let's try to be killing the what? The sons. Are you getting that right? So that the first responsibility, let's look at that. So this woman gave birth in Exodus chapter 2, verse 2. A mother should read from the verse 2. And the what? And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when he saw him, someone say son, that he was goodly. Okay? She hid him 3 months. First, the mother was able to see the destiny of this child. He was able to see beyond the physical continents of a child. What happened to the mother? It happens to us most like pastors. I don't know about the other pastor, but when you give me a child to dedicate, when I hold the child, I try not just to look at the child and speak the name of that child or that child. I see into the child, the future of the child. The mother saw into the future of the child. The first responsibility to ensure that the next generation is fulfilled is to have a visionary mother. A mother that has visions. And a glimpse. It may not be everything the child will be, but you have a glimpse of God's writing about the child. They brought John to be named. And Zechariah was deaf and dumb. And they said, this name of this child is Zechariah. And the woman looked at them and said, no, this one is not his father. This one has another destiny. Said, this is not Zechariah. This is John. At the age of 12, Jesus went to the temple and he was asking questions. And when the mother saw him, he said, don't you think that we will be worried about you? He looked at them and said, I must go about my father's. They didn't, who's your father? Let me show that they already know. The time of Jesus, it was the mother. The mother knew the kind of a child she gave them to. He said, the drink is finished. Say, woman, you know I can't do it, my time has not come. So told you your time has not come. He pushed him into his destiny. I cannot give birth to someone who is going to waste in the society. This is what God told me about you. It is time to perform the miracles that God told me about you. Vision. So as a mother, as a growing mother, you must understand that there is an assignment on your head. And two, coverage. Somebody say coverage. Say it again, say coverage. When this woman saw the child, and there is a law in the nation that is supposed to bring the child to square zero, she had to hide that child for 3 months. The society is hostile to fulfillment. Very hostile. When you leave your child for the society to mentor, they will mentor him into a rebel, a thief, a kidnapper, a prostitute, all kinds of persons. So you must identify the enemies of the destiny of the child. I repeat, as a mother, you must identify the enemies of the destiny of the mother. In many times, to shield your child from the society. Somebody say the society. You must learn to shield from the society. That's what the woman did. He shielded him from Pharaoh for 3 months. Let me give you another example in the Bible. Samuel, 1 Samuel chapter 2. The Bible says Hannah saw that the priests who were the children of Eli were wayward people. And remember the vow Hannah made to God. If you give me a male child, I will do what? Now if you carry that child and go and give it to Eli's children, the Samuel will also be like Eli's children. So what did she do? She first of all hide the child with her. Study your Bible. Until the child is weaned. When you say weaned, which is the next step I'm going to look at. So he shielded the child for some time. Number 2, mentorship. Someone say primary mentorship. I will say together, say primary mentorship. That is a part of the meaning that Hannah had to do to Samuel before taking him. The Bible says, train up a child the way he should go. And when he is old, what will happen? You will relax and you will be doing what he needs to do. The child will travel and you will be at peace. But many a times, you are scared even when your child wants to travel out. So I don't know what to become when they travel out. Say, train him in the way he should go and when he's old. Not leave him for Satan, no. Don't leave him for evil church. Are you getting what I'm saying? There are some churches that will go, they will come as poets. Don't leave him for religion. Don't leave him for school. Don't leave him for the father. The father is too busy looking for money. Then our economy have taught fathers to work overtime. In fact, fathers are working, mothers are working, but all of them should not be working equally. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the mentorship is the primary mentorship, is the first mentorship that must come to that child from the age of 0 to that age of 12, 13, and 18. When we will send that child to the university, 16, and you are at peace. There are 5 presently now, you can enroll your child, and at the tender age of 9, you would have started designing website. All your child knows from your phone is social media. A child that was mentored to create something from his brain. The advice you give to your child now is, after school, you will have extra classes in school, right? After tutorial, you come home, you still give him home lesson teacher to teach him the same thing that they taught him in school. Then during holiday, you now send him back to the school for extra classes. This world is revolving. Be a visionary mother. This world is revolving into the internet. Let them be aware of the things they can build from that internet. And the tender age buy the laptop. Let them begin to produce register them in when designing sites, schools. Some of them are less than $20. That is about 50,000 naira. It's an investment on that child. Now this will touch everybody, and I'm happy. What are the things you are supposed to mentor your children with? Number 1, you must teach them the law. Somebody say the law. Say to keep the law. Proverbs 6 verse 20 and Proverbs 28 verse 7. Let's read them very fast. In thy father's commandment, okay? And forsake not the laws of your what? Somebody say the laws of your mother. Brother 28 verse 7, you can read. Whoso keepeth the law, you see the difference between the wise son and the foolish one. To the father, what is supposed to keep from the father is what? I believe you hear that. There is difference between laws and commandments. So what do you mentor your child? Mentor your child to be productive in labor. But teach your child to become down by labor. Let your child learn the dignity in labor. You are with your child in the house and you wake up by 5 a.m. and your child by 7 a.m. he's still on his bed or she's still on her bed. Oh God. God is waiting for you in heaven. Let them respect labor. One of the problems we have today is that parents, mothers what you have. Where it comes from is irrelevant to the mothers. So when the child thieves and come and buy the mother a car, the mother uses it for pride. Someone said, Jesus, shine the laws. You use it. Sorry, please. Pardon my manners this morning. I am talking to my mothers, praise God. And indirectly I'm talking to the next generation. You must teach them to labor. As that, no, there's another problem mothers have. When the child is gathering money, as they save the money with the mother they use the money. By the time the mother said, the child said, mommy, need that money. He said, all the food when they use it. Do you know what you're teaching the child? You are teaching him the attitude of recklessness. Because children do not just learn from what you say, they learn from what you do. So as you saving, you should be able to be saying, when the child even be saying, now 5,000, I don't say we say not be 5,000, go and calculate again. You go by saying, now 5,000, I say the one where you don't say now 6,000. So he will learn the art of accountability. Teach them to save, teach them to do business. And the tender is you don't get money, no money for the compound house. Yet your child go to school empty-handed. No, you are wasting an opportunity. Try shishi give the child. He said, do the Lord break and come and now 1,000 naira shishi things and make sure you go do what? You come out with 1,000 naira. You are no, it is not wasting the child destiny. You are teaching the child to be productive. You don't get, the child will say you don't get. If you want pretend give that child, you go show for the food when he eats. When he eventually visit his friend, see say na one big meat dem dey give am. Then when you come here, 3 of them, now they share half meat. You go know say you don't get money. In those days, they used to tell us that the children of the poor are wiser than the children of the rich. These days it's not like that. These days the children of the poor become worse. They know the essence. Thank you. Let me use that English. Lastly, teach them to be godly. If all you are giving to your children is education, you are teaching them to become philosophers. And one day, God will stand at the door of their heart to knock, and you will not find any substance in their life. Teach them to be godly. The best 2 things you can present to your children is number 1, God. Then number 2, education. The education, I'm not just saying the certificate alone. Education has to do with all the things you are teaching him at home. You know, education starts from the family. You get it right? So education, then God. If you cannot give your child God, you have failed that child.